Welcome back to Basha. The Bears leading the Chandler Wolves by the score of 13-7 here at the start of the second quarter. Jody Jackson alongside Maricopa County Attorney Bill Montgomery. And Bill, you've got the Friday night football patrol going on. I know the message is drug-free schools among other topics. What's the reaction been from the kids?
We've had a great reaction. We're out here with KISS FM, and Southwest Gas is sponsoring this along with us, and we're getting a great positive reaction from the kids. It's a lot of fun for them. They get a chance to win an iPad, and we're getting them to understand that, you know, they need to take a stand now about living drug and alcohol free, and that contributes to a healthy lifestyle. And you know, I think tonight we've had over 500 kids sign the pledge.
Wow, we saw a big crowd out there. A.J. Jefferson, actually cornerback for the Cardinals, came out on his own, right, to support this?
Right, yeah, he came out and indicated he wanted to be a part of this, and, you know, we welcome that involvement, and it's always nice when you get a hometown hero coming out, too.
I know one thing that you and I were just talking about a few moments ago, not only the kids and getting the message out, but the parents as well, right?
Right. In addition to the drug-free pledge we're having the kids sign, we're also handing out information booklets to parents to arm them with information about how to talk to their kids about being drug-free, and then raise some awareness among them about the concerns we have, like prescription drug use being one of them.
All right, well, great initiative, great message. Thank you so much. Bill Montgomery, Maricopa County Attorney, out at Valley Schools, guys, over the 10-week football season with the Friday Night Football Patrol.
Thanks so much, Jody, and just a great atmosphere out here. Both sides packed and watching their teams play as we start the second quarter. Jackson Caldwell had a catch, and on 3rd and 4, they throw it to the tight end, Patrick Valdenegro. And he's close to a first down, and they will move the chains. Take a look at those first quarter stats, and it was fast and furious, but penalties kind of were the story. On a first down and 10 now from the 20. Garrettson is going to roll left. He's going to fire. He's looking for Williams, who makes his first catch at about the 38-yard line. And did he lose the football? A fight for it. And Williams appears to come away with it.
I think Devin Reed was right there competing for the football. Man-to-man on Javon Williams tonight, and I tell you what, Devin Reed is playing one heck of a football game. What a competitor.
So another first down from the 37. They swing it out, and that's the backup quarterback, Jackson Caldwell, who's been spotting Tarkington. Tarkington will come back in the game. Caldwell will go out. And even if he makes that play right there, he might not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get some rhythm for their quarterback, Darrell Garrettson, with short passing game, but the Basha Bears, as soon as the wide receiver catches the ball, they are attacking and not allowing any yards after the catch.
Garrettson looking to the sideline to get the play with 5 wide receivers. That's Tarkington that will come in motion. They'll throw it to Tarkington quickly, who spins forward, and he is rocked by Bryce Cole of Basha.
Basha Bears doing a good job of running to the football. Watch this. Tarkington gets the ball. He makes Devin Reed miss, but the pursuit from the inside, you get a big-time shot. That is what running to the football means. You make one guy miss, but you know what? Everybody from the inside is going to come, and they're willing to make you pay.
3rd down and 6 now from the 42-yard line. Garrettson rolling right, puts it up, got a man, got a catch, got a first down, and still going. Lloyd Mills dragging Boston Whitlow with him inside Basha territory.
Well, this was a heck of an effort by Mills. Great coverage, man-to-man, but watch Mills go up and fight for the football, come down, break a tackle, and try and fight upfield. Lloyd Mills, Javon Williams gets a lot of attention in this offense, but Lloyd Mills is really a competitor. And when teams start to double up and try and take Williams out of the game, that really opens up the underneath passing game for a receiver like Lloyd Mills.
On a first down and 10 from the 40, Garrettson looking, is going to have to take off, and he won't get far. Number 96, Justin Burns, 2.5 sacks on the season. I don't think he's going to get credit for one right there as the ball is spotted just beyond the original line of scrimmage at the, it's tough to see, call it the 39-yard line. Basha rotates its defensive players. They try to get fresh defensive linemen in there every 3 plays. On a 2nd down and 9, Garrettson out of the gun where he's been all night. Movement up front. And it's going back for Chandler.
Full start offense. 5 yards, 2nd down.
Sean Aguano, their Chandler head coach, has to be very disappointed. Obviously, you can't have penalties, but they've done a lot of work on discipline and accountability in their program. They really thought that they had turned the corner and had been playing very mistake-free football in their first 3 games, but that hasn't been the case tonight.
2nd down and 14. They hand it off, and that's LaRon Tarkenton, and Tarkenton has a 1st down for the Wolves.
Little misdirection play. You're going to see Tarkenton in the wing position. And look at the size of that hole. The entire defense went with Perkins because they thought he was getting the ball on a toss sweep to the right side. And LaRon Tarkenton takes the ball, cuts upfield, gets a nice gain for this offense.
And check the spot. He did not get the 1st down. It's a 3rd down and 1. So Garrettson goes under center. I formation now. 2 tight ends. Perkins is the setback in the eye. They'll hand it off to him. Going to his left, he bounces it outside. And here goes Perkins putting his head down. The 1st down and much more inside the red zone for the Wolves.
Well, what a run by Perkins. Justin Burns, the defensive tackle for the Bears, gets into the backfield. I thought he was going to stuff it, but Perkins bounces it to the outside where the Bears lose containment. And again, running with a purpose.
Sets up a 1st down and goal from, call it the 9-yard line. The Wolves on the march with 8:15 to play in the half, trailing 13-7. They stay out of the I formation. There's Williams, bottom of your screen. Don't be surprised if they throw it up to him. Motion now from the fullback, and they'll hand it off. And here goes Perkins, and Perkins gets 1 step past his offensive line, and he's rocked by a couple of Basha Bears. Penalty flag came in late. So it's on Chandler and going back.
During the run, holding, offense, 10-yard spot of the foul, 1st down.
11th play of the drive. And we're approaching now 10 penalties on Chandler.
Well, that's a big one, too, because you're knocking on the door, getting down there in that tight red zone where the chances of scoring are so much higher. And to get a holding penalty now that puts you up at the 18-yard line really puts your offense at a disadvantage. Really disappointed in the lack of discipline by this Chandler football team tonight.
And they burn a timeout right here to talk things over. Chandler trailing 13-7, trying to get in right here. Welcome back. Basha up 13-7, but Chandler with the ball inside the red zone, looking to punch in once again. Paul Perkins, the 1st touchdown of the night for the Chandler Wolves. And we take you back to last week against Mesquite. And Adam, I don't know if I've ever seen a better run by a high school football player than right here.
This is awesome. Watch this. How many times is his knee supposed to touch the ground? It's like a contortionist out there. Watch this. Cirque du Soleil. It's a big-time run right there by Paul Perkins.
It certainly was. It's up on our website right now. It actually went viral today thanks to Jimmy Traina of SI.com. If you're enjoying a second screen experience tonight, watching the game and perhaps keeping your own stats, and both teams putting up some impressive numbers, but a lot of penalties as well, has backed up the Chandler Wolves to 1st and goal from the 17. Tarkenton in motion. Garrettson is going to keep it, and Garrettson is loose. He's down to the 6. Appeared to just run into Tarkenton and take the ball out late.
Well, this is a zone read play, and so he's keeping the ball in there as long as possible while he reads the end man on the line of scrimmage. So this is planned. They're reading. Now he sees that big space. We can see what he's seeing, and he cuts upfield. Good read on the veer option by your quarterback.
Gain of 11 sets up a second down and goal from the 6. They'll hand it off to Perkins. Ball is loose, and Basha says they have it, and the Bears have it. Riley Fues fell on it, and Chandler turns it over once again.
Huge play by the Basha Bears. It doesn't look like Tarkington ever got it. Bad handoff exchange by the quarterback in Tarkington. And I tell you what, mistakes. Chandler's lack of discipline with all the penalties. And right there, not taking care of the little details like a quarterback running back exchange has really cost this football team tonight.
2 turnovers now for Chandler. And Kyle Duran and Basha go back to work in the shadow of their own goalpost out of the shotgun. They'll hand it off, and here comes Hussar. He's out to about the 15. And Basha will try to get this drive moving in the playoff quickly, as the Chandler defense has been on the field for a while now.
Well, this is the first time really that they are going to have a long field, so we'll see if they can try and stop Basha so they can try and get the ball in their offenses with good field position.
4 wide receivers, they hand it off, and this time it's Smith bouncing it outside to the left. He's out past the 20 and close to another first down. DJ Frazier on the stop.
Great job by Smith. Kisma Jagny, number 44, has a chance to make this play. This would have been awesome, but you know what? You got to keep containment. When you have outside force, you can't allow a running back or a wide receiver to get around you. Great job of defeating the block, but go ahead and finish.
So it is a first down as they move the chains. Duran getting the play from the sidelines, and you'll notice everybody on the Basha side checking their wristband. Interesting that Bernie Buskin can just read the defense from the sideline. He doesn't wear a headset or doesn't have one on right there. Let's see what he draws up on 1st and 10. Garland in motion. They'll hand it off again, and here goes Smith. Big hole up the middle. He's out past the 35, and another first down for Basha.
Mark, watch the bind that this puts on your defensive end. He doesn't know whether to go to the quarterback or the running back. This time, he makes the wrong decision, and Smith goes upfield for a big gain. The veer option, the read option, really plays with your discipline of your defense.
Ran to throw again. He's got all day. He's going up top. He's got Phillips, but he overshoots him. And it's second down. The Bears shuffle in receivers. Shuffled in a couple of tight ends this drive. Deontay Sykes came in for Ronnie Query, who was in there. Also, top of your screen is Will Dungy, related to Tony Dungy, former coach of the Colts and the Buccaneers. On a second down, across the middle, Phillips is wide open. He's into Chandler territory, still on his feet past the 35. And I tell you what, some serious poise right there for Duran, who stood in and took a shot.
Duran threw a bullet. They try and bring pressure, which means you're going to be man-to-man. That time there was nobody on their best player, Nate Phillips. That was an easy toss and catch, but great job by Duran to see the blitz, get the ball out.
Fires to Phillips again inside the 20, and another first down.
Another big strike for Duran. Watch where he puts this football. He puts it on the perfect shoulder. There is a defender inside, and he puts it where only Nate Phillips can catch it.
First down and 10 from the 20. Time for Duran. He's going up top in the end zone. His receiver stopped. Ball kept going. But you just see the pace of the Bears. They want to play faster and faster and faster, and what that does to a defense, especially, like you said, going this far down the field.
Well, you can do that when your quarterback is just so efficient and is playing so well. This is a great game we're watching right now by Kyle Durant.
8th play of the drive over the head of Smith. That football is loose. No, incomplete pass. Much ado about nothing. But a scare there for the Bears. Ball intended for Smith. And that's kind of the danger of this fast break offense and throwing so many quick hitches like that. Some of them are behind the line of scrimmage, and if they're not completed.
One of the staples of this spread type offense is the simple swing pass. Everybody runs it, and that's that fine line that you run into between a lateral, which would be a live football, and an incomplete pass.
Where he comes in motion on a 3rd down and 10. A screen inside to Phillips at the 25. He's hit, falls forward to the 12. Looks like he had to get to the 10, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and decision time for the Bears. This will be the 10th play of the drive, and here comes the field goal unit with Justin Barber, who's already knocked through 2 tonight. Ball will be spotted at the 18 for the lefty. Then he'll kick out of the hold of Jacob Johnson. 28-yard field goal try from just inside the left hash. Kick is up, and Barber splits the uprights again. And it's 16-7 Basha with 4:36 to play in the half. 10 plays, 78 yards, 2:24 off the clock. Kyle Durant and the Basha Bears cash in with a field goal. And you see the intensity down there from Durant. He was just down there firing up his kickoff team. A young man who's soft-spoken, but certainly the leader of this team and an extension of Bernie Buskin out on the field.
When we talked to Bernie Buskin about his quarterback, he was raving about him. And Coach Buskin has been around some great quarterbacks, and we asked him, what does he do good? What does he need to work on? And really all he could say is, look, he's a 70% passer. He's got a great motion. The problem is he's not 6'4". That's what college recruiters are looking for. But you can see tonight, he's got a big-time arm. He's made great decisions, and he's tremendously accurate. And he is running this offense to a T the way it's supposed to be run. Very efficient and very tough to stop a quarterback when he has such a chemistry with his biggest playmaker, Nate Phillips.
Ball goes out of bounds on the Ricky Carrillo kickoff at about the 4-yard line.
Basha.
And that'll set up Chandler in good field position. They were working deep in their own territory last time. And the Wolves, we've seen them be explosive, but they've really got to clean things up.
Well, the Basha Bears defense has made them earn everything that they've had tonight. They haven't had any gimmies, no jump balls to Javon Williams, and they're forcing Chandler to go to more of an underneath passing attack, but they are stopping that dead in their tracks. No yards after the catch, and Chandler is really struggling to get some momentum.
3 wide receivers now for Garrettson and company. Paul Perkins, let's make that 4 wide receivers as Jackson Caldwell is checked back in, and Perkins goes from left to right, perhaps trying to confuse the defense. Basha backs off on 1st down, and around the back, Boise State play to Perkins, and here he goes to the left. He's into the Basha secondary, and Perkins is going to take this the distance. Unbelievable run, 65 yards, and Chandler answers back just like that.
Well, as great of a game as Kyle Durant is having for the Bears, Paul Perkins is that player for the Chandler Wolves. He is running with authority tonight. Watch this, the little sneak draw. But watch him get downhill, and nobody wants to tackle him. They're trying to get out of his way. That's how much of a load he is. Then he kicks in a little afterburner just for special effects. What a great game, and what a great run by Paul Perkins.
Those afterburners you mentioned, he got through the secondary so fast. It was in the blink of an eye, and Bracamontes on to attempt the extra point, and we have a 2-point ball game. And Paul Perkins with another jaw-dropping run.
Well, he's only 190 pounds, but he runs like he's 220. Watch this. As soon as he gets his shoulders square, everybody's getting out of his way. They're bouncing off of him. And it shows you what a determined and powerful runner that Paul Perkins has developed into.
Well, on that run, it looked like Devin Reed might have limped off the field. We're checking. We're looking at the sidelines. That would be a huge loss.
Devin Reed was one of the first players to actually try and tackle Perkins, and it looked like he ran in there with his shoulder. Like I mentioned, Paul had a full head of steam and kind of ran right through that. So
looks like he's walking around right now, which is definitely good. But Reed, who usually returns kicks, is going to sit this one out, and Keenan Garland's going to come in for the Bears along with Phillips. But I can't say it enough. Afterburners was a great way to describe that.
He's powerful. You can see it's hard to tackle this young man, and I just love it. Every single carry, he gives it everything that he has, and he's put together a tremendous game so far. Really the only bright spot in this Chandler offense.
Isaac Bracamontes, another big kick, another big boot, puts in the end zone. And Basha's offense goes back to work and needs to go the length of the field, 80 yards. If you're a Chandler Wolf defensive player, you've not played a game like this season. You've pitched shutouts in the first 3 and probably only played one half.
Well, you can't be happy, and you came in here with really high expectations, and we're feeling pretty good about yourself. You know, maybe they were patting themselves on the back a little bit too much, but so far the Basha offense has really kind of taken it to the Chandler Wolves.
Smith the carry going right, Swarm under, and Kisma Jangi on the stop. 6'5", 235-pound senior for the Wolves. And interesting that Jangi moves inside. He's normally a rush in. They rotate their defensive tackles for Chandler, but the defensive ends actually stand up for Chandler. They don't put their hand in the ground. On a 2nd down and 10, Duran to throw, flushed, running to his right. He's going to put it up top. He's got Garland, hauls it in. Keenan Garland has a step, and Keenan Garland is gone for the Bears. 80 yards, and Basha answers right back.
How money is this throw? Watch this. Off of 1 foot. And he hits his wide receiver, Keenan Garland, in a full sprint. He was able to get behind the Wolves secondary. But what an impressive throw by Kyle Duran, who was rolling to his right, couldn't set his feet, and launches a rocket.
Justin Barber on to attempt the extra point. And it's 23-14 with 3:43 to play in the first half. Garland's 3rd touchdown on the season. And he's a guy, I mean, as many weapons as Basha has, I can't believe we haven't said his name tonight.
Nate Phillips has been having a great night. But right now, this is the Kyle Duran show as quarterback. He's so precise in the short passing game, but that was a big-time throw that you just saw right there. To be able to get out on the move like that and hit your wide receiver down the field for about a 40-yard pass in the air when he's at a full sprint is a really impressive throw.
Very impressive for Kyle Duran, who grew up with an eye towards the Northwest. He was a Washington Husky fan. Keeps an eye on what they're doing up there. Maybe a college coach is watching anywhere in the country. I'm sure a number might be calling if he keeps up what he's been doing tonight already through 1 3/4 quarters of football here at Basha High School. This will be Carrillo to kick it off, and it's a high end-over-end kick. And once again, Chandler can do nothing with it. Tell you what, Ricky Carrillo is a weapon for the Bears. he's kept Lloyd Mills at bay tonight, the dangerous return man.
Well, that's big time. What a great job by the kicker to really take away one of the biggest weapons for the Chandler Wolves. And now you're making this offense go the length of the field to try and score. Something they've shown they haven't had a lot of success with tonight. So once again, Chandler on their 20-yard line.
So Garrison trots back onto the field. 3:43 to play. Devin Reed is back in the ball game. Cornerback, top of your screen. He limped off the field after the Perkins home run. The last time Chandler had the ball, but he's back out there and covering big Javon Williams. First down. They look for Williams. Pick on Reed immediately. Williams has it. He's out to the 40-yard line. And you wonder if Chandler might have seen Reed limp off the field and try to pick on him right there.
Well, the Bears were in a cover 2, and Reed did what he was supposed to do in that squeeze Williams down. You have to be able to get a linebacker in that window to try and disrupt the pass.
And Reed just limped off the field again. We'll keep an eye on him on the sidelines. He's talking to Bernie Buskin. They'll hand it off, and here goes Perkins right up the middle. Matt Bailey, number 7, came in as Reed stays on the sideline. And Reed comes back in the ball game. So maybe just a discussion. Bailey comes out, Reed goes back in. And he ran on the field like he's not hurt.
Well, he's pretty excited, and that's a guy that they can't afford to have off of the field. He's doing a great job on his buddy over there, Javon Williams.
Second down and 4. Chandler from its own 46. Garrison rolling left. He wants to go on top. He's got a man down there. He's got a catch. And Lloyd Mills walks in the end zone. 54 yards.
The double move, Mark. Lloyd Mills, they run a sprint out into the boundary, which is very, very rare for an offense to try and do. Lloyd Mills acted as if he was running an out pass, turns upfield, and gets lost by the defensive back.
Extra point is good, and it's 23-21. 2:39 to play in the half. Something tells me, though, that won't be the score as we head into the locker room at halftime.
Great response by Chandler. After getting punched in the mouth again by the Basha offense, to come back and show that they have big play capability themselves.
Well, 2:39, still an eternity until halftime, but a reminder to stick around at halftime because we're going to go back to where it all started, down memory lane with Chandler alum Adam Archuleta, plus Jody Jackson with our Fiesta Bowl High School Team of the Week and first half highlights and stats. I don't know how we're going to fit all the highlights in, but I am looking forward to you playing some running back at Chandler High back in, what year was that?
1996.
How'd things finish up for you that year?
Not ideal. Playoff loss, early exit. We had high hopes, but kind of ran into a buzzsaw in that playoff game against South Mountain.
Basha wasn't even in existence. Came into existence in 2002. Here goes Nate Phillips, another dazzling return. He's upended at the 35-yard line. And Kyle Duran, I guess you could call this a short field for him because he started back at his own 20 the last 2 times out.
Here's the thing when you watch Nate Phillips run. Usually these smaller wide receiver, athletic types, they kind of dart and have a lot of sudden movements, but he looks really smooth when he's out there. Just kind of glides in and out of his cuts. Really deceiving in the way he runs.
Phillips is at the top of your screen. Basha will hand it off, and here goes Smith. Thought we'd see more of Hussar. Keep an eye on the sidelines to see where he's been, but Smith has been averaging 6 yards a carry this season, and we actually saw him against Corona del Sol on FoxSportsArizona.com earlier this year. And had a couple touchdowns in that game. 2nd down and 5 from the 40. They'll hand it off once again, and here goes Smith again. He's close to midfield and picks up a 1st down. And you know, Adam, you and I had the luxury of doing an arena telecast this summer. Had a lot of fun doing that. As it looks like there's a penalty as they're sorting this out.
During the run, holding, offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, replay 2nd down.
Let's take a look at that last play and see where the hold was. Could have been a couple places.
Not sure what I'm seeing, but I wasn't behind the line of scrimmage. Obviously, from our angle, it's tough to see where it actually occurred.
2nd down and 15 now. Backed up to the 28-yard line. They'll hand it off, and here goes Smith again, and Smith keeping those legs moving. Clock continues to run, 1:42 to play in the half, and Basha just slowing things down. They're just back to the point. Felt like we were watching an arena game for the majority of this 1st half.
Well, it's been a great tempo. Basha Bears have really accomplished what they set out to do tonight.
Duran on 3rd and 8 fires. He's got a man. He's got a catch. Adrian Cordova, who gets out of bounds, close to midfield, but still inside Basha territory.
You have to be pretty disappointed, Mark, if you're Chandler's defense after pushing the Bears back and having a 2nd and 20. Now you have a 3rd and 9, and you give up a pass in the flat in order to convert the 1st down. That is not tight, disciplined defense.
They'll hand it off up the middle, and here goes Smith once again. And a great tackle made right there by number 43, Francis Tuita. If not, Smith is maybe still running.
They're getting a lot of mileage with the draw play. The Chandler defense is dropping back, trying to play pass, and are late to react to the draw.
And that's Basha's last time out of the half. With 50 seconds to play in the half, they didn't have a running back on the field. So much personnel changing over. And there's Duran. Not sure who he's talking to on the sidelines, but he didn't have a running back in the game. Hey, weekdays on Fox Sports Net, it's a Dan Patrick Show. Don't miss exclusive guests, including high-profile athletes and celebrities, breaking sports news, insider access, and pop culture commentary. The Dan Patrick Show, weekdays at 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Net. So this might get interesting here as time winds down. Basha looked like they ran the ball to chew up some time and have the last possession, almost like basketball playing for the last shot, but not having a timeout and trying to get the field goal unit on the field if that's what they have to do.
Well, that one hurt, and that timeout can come into play if they're going to need it. See what they counter with right here.
2nd down and 7. Duran flushed to his right. Jangi was on and fires, and a catch. Incomplete. Incomplete. It was intended for Phillips, and I thought he had it originally, but it must have hit the grass somewhere.
The Wolves are losing their containment on the right side. That's a few times now that we've seen Duran be able to escape from his right to his right, buy some time, and try and get the ball downfield.
42 seconds to play, a 3rd down and 7. Basha trying to set up the inside pitch. They get it to Phillips. Phillips has a 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the Chandler 37. Clock stops to move the chains, 36 seconds. It rolls. Duran fires quickly to Garland, who couldn't hold it and looked like he wasn't ready for it.
It's a great play on that last 3rd down, Mark. We didn't get to see the replay, but they hit Chandler with the old shovel pass where Phillips came across and Chandler again dropping back to play pass. Phillips caught the ball in stride, got the first.
2nd down and 10. Duran steps up across the middle, got a catch and a first down. Tyler Holmes over there on coverage. Query made the catch, the tight end for the Bears. And here we go again as Chandler, where they set as Duran tried to stop the clock. I guess they were. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 3.
Well, that's where that timeout came into play. Now, if you would have had that timeout, you would have had a chance to take it, and you were looking at 3rd down. Now,
4th down and 3, 14 seconds to play in the half, to the end zone. Got a man, got a catch. It's Dungy. And with 9 seconds, 8 seconds to play in the half, Will Dungy hauls it in, 29 yards, and the Bears put 6 more points on the scoreboard.
Well, they put the knife into Chandler. They're going to match up Dungy with the inside middle linebacker, Tyler Holmes, and Dungy has too much speed. Holmes is in great position. They're playing cover 2, but he has to have safety help over the top to converge on that route. That time, the safeties hang out your linebacker to dry on a wide receiver.
Well, Chandler set to receive in the second half. That was big. Some comic relief up here in the booth as a moth has flown in and set everybody scattering. We apologize for the delay. But some entertainment for the fans up here on the Chandler side, and a big hand from the fans is
I don't think that was a moth. I don't know what they're doing out here in South Chandler, but that looked like something else.
Maybe flew in from the dairy farm across the street, but what a great setting for high school football. And what a great game we've witnessed so far. Basha leads 30-21. 8 seconds to play in the half.
Kick it away, Dean. Kick it away.
And let's see if Mills will get a shot right here to return it. It's high. It's a knuckleball, and it hits and goes out of bounds. So Chandler has enough weapons here to at least think about trying to get a mismatch maybe with Williams and go the length of the field, or maybe even do something crazy.
Well, there's not a lot of time. You know, all Basha has to do is line up 3 defenders deep and make sure that they just get the wide receiver down. And I'm sure that's what they're going to end up doing. Victory defense, even though it's not at the end of the game. But Chandler just doesn't have much time. Anything can happen.
And Chandler has 2 timeouts left. 8 seconds is not an eternity, but it has been a short field tonight. Keep an eye on Williams, top of your screen. The Basha defense is backed way off. They're going to concede about a 25-yard pass. Just not get beat deep. Garrettson, time. He's going to step up, and he's going to launch across the middle. Got a man, got a catch. And a first down at the 40. Jackson Caldwell inside Basha territory, and with 1 second left on the clock, the Wolves will get one more play.
Well, Garrettson gives them a chance here. Taking a lot of time to let that route get open over the middle. Now, you're sitting here on the 40-yard line. You have to take a shot at the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw it up there to Javon Williams and let that 6'5" frame go up there and try and basketball it.
Gain of 25, and Williams he's got a good at least 5 inches on most of the secondary. You see why he's getting looked at by every college in the country.
Well, he's had a handful trying to beat Devin Reed tonight. Devin Reed, who's giving up a serious size advantage, has been a menace in coverage.
You see Williams right there listening in. We talked about Williams and the college recruits, and here's all the Division I college recruits from Chandler to date. There might be somebody else discovered tonight, but Williams is the big one, and then the defensive ends. LaRon Tarkenton. I think Perkins might get a couple more looks after tonight as well, but we still got a half to play. And see if we can get a highlight right here. Final play of the first half. Williams at the top of your screen. Garrettson is looking for him. He steps up. He's going to try to get away and just throw it as far as he can. Far corner for Williams, who goes up, and it's batted away. Dalton Crum made the play. It looks like a penalty flag. And did Garrettson go past the line? Nope, ineligible man downfield, and that's going to do it.
Ineligible receiver downfield offense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is an incomplete pass. Halftime.
And both teams go to the locker room. And they have to feel good about some of the things they've done, but plenty of adjustments to make in the second half.
Well, especially Chandler. I think they're going to get a pretty good behind chewing by their coach for all the mistakes and all the penalties and all the big plays that they've been giving up to this Basha offense. Bernie Buskin has gotten his team ready to play, and they are rolling offensively.